Manual mode, no presets allowed. Candid frames break through the crowd. Light chasers, night gazers, exposure brilliant. Vahagraphy, the art of battle and resilience. Film or digital, doesn't matter the tool. Vahagraphy style, making pixels rule. Dynamic range, capturing soul in sequence. Glow truck clicks, beyond earthly pretense. Vahagraphy, freeze moments in flight. Pixel levels, aiming for the sight. Flash pop, shutter drop, world in a blink. Memories inked in digital ink.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Focus Bokehs, episode number 7. Finally, we got some issues resolved. We are live. Back to my old software, StreamYard. Hi, Claire.
Hey, how you doing? Again.
We got Claire from the UK, photographer, Nikon shooter, author, what else? Therapist.
Oh, the list goes on at the moment.
How's it going?
Yeah, good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good.
You know, we had some hiccups. We were supposed to start at 9, but we tried it and then couldn't get things going. But I think we got things going finally back on StreamYard. So, Claire Middleton, where are you at? Sounds like you're in a boat doing something there.
Yes, this is the new abode. Do you like it?
Oh, wow. This is really cool. Yeah. It's nice.
Crazy, isn't it?
It's very nice. That's a cool boat, man.
Yeah,
Out in
thanks.
the UK?
Yeah. Sorry, in the UK. Yeah, we're on our way to London. We're in Newbury at the moment, down south, you know, and we're doing this big adventure to London on the boat.
Nice. So, you guys travel on the boat to like different places, or it's docked? You're saying you travel. You're on your way to London on the boat.
Yeah. So we moved onto the boat fully, and we set off from Devizes in Wiltshire, taking photos along the way, of course. And we're heading to London. I'm on my book tour for my first book, Piano Fingers. But I'm
What's that about?
So Piano Fingers is based on true events, my life, the pandemic, the chaos of the pandemic, the love and the faith versus the fear. I think so many people in the world were just, you know, like kind of drowning in fear at that time. And that's what Piano Fingers was born out of, this idea of being inspired and uplifted by music in times of pain and fear. And also the other thing about it is it's like music bringing people together, like bringing communities together, and just vibing together off the music. Sorry about the bad quality picture. So, and it's all based on people in my life. As I say, my crazy journey. Yeah. So,
Wow.
and it's, do you know what? Right. It's been the synchronicities since writing this book and while I was writing it have been really crazy. Like, so I wrote about this bar in the book, and so Damien, one of the main characters, he goes into this bar with his mate, and they go in, and I describe the bar like quite in quite a lot of detail, because it was really clear in my mind how this bar looked, with like lots of little cubby holes out the back, with low lighting, tool stools at the bar for if you're feeling a bit more social, you know. And about a year after the book was published, one of my friends said, "Oh, Claire, do you want to meet up and we'll talk about our books?" And so I said, "Yeah, okay, so where should we meet?" And he said, "Oh, the Muck and Dunder in town." So anyway, I go into town to meet this guy, and I walked in and I nearly fell over, because it was literally the place in my book that I'd written about, and I'd never been in this place. And
where is this at?
It was in Devizes, where the book is set. The book's set in Devizes in Wiltshire, UK. And the staff were like, "Are you all right?" I said, "Yeah, but this place is in my book. You know, I wrote the future. Oh my god!" And
so when you go to, you said you're on a book tour.
Yeah.
What does that entail? Like, you go to different places and then promote it?
Yeah, Just promoting the book, yeah, talking to people, making connections, kind of spreading the love, really, just spreading spreading the vibe, the happiness, the joy, just talking to people, promoting the book, doing book
That
signings.
does that include any photography? Yeah, sure, right?
Yeah, so I'm doing a project on my YouTube channel, Claire School of Photography. I'm doing devises to Westminster in photos. So at every place we stop, or nearly every place so far, I'm doing like a little photography project of the place, things I come across, feeling into the vibe of the place, just whatever's coming to me, whatever's inspiring me at the time. So it's nice to do a project for the channel to bring something like a bit different, on this adventure.
Yeah, that's cool. The drunk wedding photographer, Mushi Mushi. Sound is good, good, good. Thank you, David. Peter MMN. UK still reads books, unlike the US. Yeah.
Brilliant.
So, with me, I like audiobooks, so he might be correct in that. Like, I just,
Yeah.
I just like listening to things, and so you guys travel with the boat to different cities, and you dock it, and you get off, and like you do your thing, then you move your boat, and you live on this boat.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to show you outside because we're in such a stunning place. So we're on the canal, and then there's the towpath, and then there's the river with like woods. And so just outside that window is the most stunning scene that I wanted to show you, but I can't really because I can't carry the computer.
Well,
to show
do
you.
this.
You go onto the channel and
You know what you
you'll
can
see it.
do? You know what you can do for us? Go on your
Yeah.
phone, click on that
Yeah.
same link I sent you.
That's what I was trying to do.
No, do it. It'll work.
Will it? That's what I was trying to
Leave
do
this camera
outside.
on. Leave this camera on.
Okay.
Click on the link,
Yeah.
and then it'll ask you to go on with this with your iPhone, and you can pretty much just show us. Yeah, with your video,
Oh my
with your
God,
iPhone.
really? Oh my God, it's
Yeah.
loading. Oh, this
Yeah,
will be
yeah.
amazing
So
if I can show you.
yeah, I'm gonna
Enter
add
the
the camera,
studio.
guys.
Oh my God.
Okay, so let's
Oh, this is so exciting. It's working. Right, hold on. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, that's not good. Right, hang on. Let me turn around. So which one can you see now?
we can't see anything until you come on. I don't see your feed
Oh,
yet.
okay, right. How do I turn it around so that the camera is the other way?
I don't know if you can. There should be a button there, no? Or just turn it that way. Go live and turn it the other way.
Just do that. Should I just do
Yeah.
that? Because, yeah. Right. So
Okay.
I'm going to show you everything and everywhere. Maybe I can. What can you see? Oh, no,
Yeah, I
you're going
see.
to
I
see them.
see it.
Right.
Okay, now you
Can
need to
see both?
lower the audio. Lower the audio on there. Ooh.
Oh, how do I do that?
Well, you know what?
Right.
Here, I'll do this.
I'll just take it
Okay.
outside.
Yeah, take it outside.
Please ignore any mess in the kitchen. Oh, my life. Hang on. Oh,
Be careful,
sorry.
you don't fall.
Right. What are you seeing?
We see everything. We see.
You see this?
Ooh, yes. Wow, look at that, guys.
California, welcome to the UK. Should we go in the river?
Let's go.
Let's go in the river, man.
Look at that thing.
Whoa.
Wow. Well, look at Claire. Oh my God. Now you're going to go with wet feet in your boat.
Yeah, all my legs are completely soaked.
Let's see your boat.
Phone. Okay, I'll show you the boat. Hold on. You see it?
Wow.
Oh, look, there's a dog.
That's cool.
This is Ace. Say hello to California. Isn't it stunning though? Like,
yeah, it's nice. Is that your dog?
No, that's some passers-by.
Oh, Guys, imagine living in this kind of scene. David, imagine living here, bro. Like, this is crazy. This is nuts.
This is my garden for a week, you know.
So you guys just dock here and then just have
Check
fun
this
and
out.
then
Look.
move on. That's cool. Nice.
Can you see my seats there?
Yeah. Where's the barbecue
Sit and watch
pit?
the bats and yeah, I should get a barbecue. Look. We're going back to the boat.
Okay. That's cool. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, it's great. It's so good for the photography inspiration, you know.
Yeah. That's a crazy boat. Never seen anything like that,
Yeah.
actually.
It's pretty massive.
Look at that thing. It looks like a limo. That's cool. Wow.
Yeah. Genki as well, right? It means good vitality, good health, energy.
That's really cool.
Good
Thanks.
It's a good omen.
Awesome.
Right, so if I end in here,
we'll just go back to the other one, yeah? How do I do this? Leave. Hello?
That's awesome, guys. Yeah. You're
You
back.
still there?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay. Oh, hold on. I got really dirty feet now. What's the problem? I don't want to get them on the carpet. Okay, hold on. I have a towel.
Sorry for making you go through this, Claire.
It was amazing. I needed to get outside after all our tech issues.
Yeah, by the way, we planned to start at an hour ago, and then
nice
things
comment.
happened, and then I just switched to StreamYard. But we'll get things right. Claire, man, good to have you. I haven't seen you in a while. Your YouTube adventures are good. They're doing great. You're growing. Last time I talked to you, you were right over 1,000 subs. Now you're over 2,000 and something.
Yeah.
That didn't take
well.
too long.
No,
right?
yeah, I've really been nailing it with the old content, trying not to bombard people, but at the same time get this thing moving, you know? You know what it's like.
No, I know what it's like. Yeah. The first 1,000 takes forever, and then I guess those second and third, I mean, I guess you got to find your thing and then upload and have fun with it. Just be yourself, you know? Like,
yeah.
So, but that's cool, man. I'm thinking about your adventures there. You're out with your whole family there, like just on this big limousine boat.
It's just Adam and I for the tour. So the idea is that we'll go to London and then we're going to do the Grand Union Canal that goes through the middle of London. And then we're going to head down the Thames towards Oxford and Lechlade. And then I'm probably going to put the boat up for sale at the end of it all, somewhere. It's funny because we sort of agreed that the plan is to have no plan, you know, to just kind of go with the flow. But at the same time, sometimes the unknown can make you feel a bit nervous.
What kind of boat is that? Like, what kind of boat?
So it's called a wide beam houseboat. So it's 10 foot by 10 foot wide by 70 foot long.
That's pretty costly to gas up, right? Probably.
Yeah. Like, what you mean, fuel?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot cheaper than living in a house, of course. Because you don't have rent. So yeah, it's good for kind of getting financially fit. And also I've been renovating the boat. So I bought it a 3-bed boat. I've knocked the 2 smaller rooms into like one big studio room. So you've got like an office and a nice double bunk bed. So I've added something to it. You know, I've made it my own, and I've brightened it up, and I've freshened it up. So I'm just building a few bits for the outside to extend the end room. And so it's all a project, you know, it's all creation, everything I'm
That's
doing.
really cool. Like, never experienced that kind of like living before, but I could imagine, you know, how it is. But so who drives that boat? You?
Yeah. Well, when I can get a look in, my husband always pinches the tiller, so he loves driving it. But yeah, I love driving it as well. It's good.
Peter says the scenery is as beautiful
I
as your
know.
gift.
Oh, such a lovely comment. Thank you, Peter.
Yeah, I can envision myself there, like just going out in the morning, coffee,
That's
and
it.
in the you know, in the mid afternoon, late evening, starting a fire, barbecue, you know, all that.
Yeah. And the scene's always different. Like as soon as you get bored, you just move, right? So you can go on a different walk every single time. You're always living in a different spot, just like feeling into the place and the surroundings. And some
Have you
places are
done
really peaceful.
have you done this before?
No,
Like have
well, I
you
bought lived on a boat before.
no, like how do you know where you're going? Like, you know,
Oh,
like
well, you've only really got two choices because the Kennet and Avon that runs like across the south of the UK, you're either going towards Bristol, which then goes out kind of into the sea, kind of that way, or towards London. So we'll get to Reading, and then we'll hit the Thames, which is a really wide river, and that is amazing. When you get the boat on a really wide river, it's like stretching her legs, you know. It's like it just feels
yeah.
like freedom. It's like the difference between kind of caravanning on caravan sites and then just going off the beaten track and just winging it, you know. It's great.
Yeah, when I say how do you know where you're going, I mean like how do you know where to dock? Do you have enough fuel to get where you're going, you know?
Oh, okay. So
Those kind of-
there's a fuel boat that comes along and fills us up whenever we need it. We get a text and it says the fuel boat's coming your way, and we say, "Yeah, can you fill us up?" And then they fill us up, and
That's
it's
cool.
and yeah, and then we've got like a map book of all the canal routes that we can take. So
That's cool.
Adam's always looking at that and planning the next bit, and I'm like, I don't want to know what we're doing. I just want to turn up and see what's there
And you
and
got
watch the
everything there.
cows.
Like you got computers and electricity, TVs, you know, everything.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, everything literally. It's
that's
like
cool.
it's definitely not
Beds,
roughing it.
couches. Oh, that's pretty interesting, you know. Somebody that likes that kind of stuff, you know. I can imagine the photography possibilities that you have there.
Yeah, it's
Um,
people have called it bohemian. They've said it's a bohemian lifestyle.
so that's pretty cool. Like I know when I go to like Orange County, like the beaches here, people do live on their boats.
Yeah,
Some people, and you know, the dock, the bay, and there's like you know, where they park their boats, and then when they step off their boat, they walk into like restaurants, bars, you know, where the boats are all
yeah,
parked.
yeah,
Kind of cute, you know. It's not like
yeah,
that was like really, really nature. Like when you stepped out, that was like it's
yeah,
different here. You got
yeah,
like you step out of your boat here, it's like oh the bars are this way, the restaurants that way, you
yeah.
know.
We go through places like that. So when we went to Bristol, it was amazing because we went through the river where we literally had to moor up, like sling the ropes around a tree and climb out of the boat into the tree because we're so far away from like the land, if you like, and we'd have to climb through the tree to get off the boat. And it was in complete wilderness. And then the next minute we were on the Bristol Harbour, and we were right next to. We went from being like the biggest boat on the canal to the smallest boat on the harbour because we were right next to like a big pirate ship, and then we were near the cinema and all the bars, and it's just wild. It's really an experience.
How's the how's life in that country? Like, is it safe? Is it like how's life in general? Like, what kind of issues do you guys daily go through? Like, is there a lot of crime?
No, touch wood. No, no, it's not too bad. I mean, again, like on the boat, you are more aware of that, definitely, of course. So, you know, we have to up the security a bit and things, but generally, oh, you've got somebody else commenting. Hi. Generally, it's not too bad where we are in particular. Anyway, I don't know what it'll be like when we get to London. You know, it could be a different story.
Matthew Card, what's up, bud? I haven't seen you in a while. How you been? You see, that's when before we went live, we were talking about YouTube, right? And how people watch content, but they don't comment. And then when you disappear for a while, they say, "Hey, where you been?" I'm like, "I didn't know you watch my videos, man. You never comment on my stuff." As an example, Matthew, what's up, bro? I haven't talked to you in a while. He's in New York.
Oh,
So it's weird because this whole social media thing is like, you're in London, UK, I'm in California, he's in New York. And
it's cool.
it's cool, yeah.
Love
No, it's
that.
cool. We've had good discussions, me and Matthew, about and arguments about DSLR, mirrorless, and
Ah,
so for those of you who don't know, Claire rocks a Nikon D3 DSLR. Came out in 07. So we're almost at you're almost celebrating that camera's launch in 2 years. It'll be 20-year anniversary of that
oh
camera.
my life.
Is it 2007 that camera came out? So 17, yeah, 2 years we'll celebrate the anniversary of the Nikon D3 launch.
Do you know what? That's the longest relationship I've ever had.
That's crazy how time flies.
That is crazy.
I remember buying my D3.
I
was
remember
so
buying mine.
excited. I was so excited because the D3 was the first camera to introduce us to full frame,
Yeah.
digital.
Yeah.
And we were before that we were D2H, D2X, D2XSs, and they were crop sensor. And this was the first revolutionary launch that I went and bought day one. The D3, I remember the 14 to 24 glass. That was also launched in day one. So I went and bought it together. Don't ask me how much I paid. It's like a crazy amount, even for 2007.
Yeah.
5,000 for the body.
What?
Another
5,000?
Yeah, brand new. Another 3,000 for the lens, the 1424.
For which body?
Yeah, the D3 when it came out. Your camera.
Serious?
Yeah,
What?
it was $5,000.
It was $3,000 when I bought it.
Well, you what year did you buy it?
2009, probably. No, 8. Josh was born. He was still little. Maybe 2008.
Whoa.
Or early 9.
How is that possible? Because it came out, it was 5,000. Maybe it was 4,000. I don't know. But it was 5,000, 4,000. And back then it was a lot of money.
I bought body only. Maybe you bought it with a kit lens.
No, my body only was four. I think it was 5,000. I don't know. It was up there. See, look,
great camera,
Matthew says when the D1 came out in 99, it was 5K too. Life's been busy, yeah. And the D700 was 2007. Yeah, she's rocking the D800 too, Matthew. So she has a D800 and a D3, which I have too. I don't have the D3 anymore, but I've had the D3X ever since. But man, I was so excited to buy that camera because it's a good camera, man. It's still, I mean, you're living proof that that camera rocks. In 2025, that camera rocks. Yes, it doesn't have video. Yes, it doesn't have all those, newer features. But still, you get a pretty good low light camera.
Yeah, I love it for low light.
Yeah, the D800 is 2012, that's for sure. But I love my D3X, and that's what I rock all the time. So so you're rocking a D3 right now.
But I want to talk about the Z9, man. Come on.
Well, you use that thing. Did you know
that's very interesting.
Did you know yesterday we had a new launch of a new camera? We had a
What? No,
Z52,
really?
an intro level entry level full frame mirrorless camera, which is the one that costs less. I mean, it's still up there in price. It's $1,700 US, but it's the entry level full frame mirrorless.
Okay.
The only thing that distinguishes the Z52 from the Z6 is the sensor, which is the Z6 has a backside. I mean, partially stacked,
Right.
but it's virtually the same camera. Like the Z6 and the Z52 virtually is the same camera. You don't have the top display. You're gonna get similar image quality. You're gonna get similar video. It doesn't do 4K 60 video, but it does 4K 30. But yeah, if you want to get into like a mirrorless that costs, less money these days, they just
Yeah.
introduced it yesterday. It's not out yet, but it's announced. Take a look at it. It's cool because it's got a flippy screen. You could do video. You can do amazing low light. Got to get some Z glass, but
I don't know. I keep coming back to, if I just go straight to the Z9 when I can, if I just go straight to Z9, I'll never want for anything else,
yeah. But you know what? You borrowed the Z9 for a while, right? So
yeah, that's what did it. See, this is what happened when I got the D3. I borrowed it and then I went out and bought one. I borrowed John's because I'd experienced it.
Wait, so you own a Z9 too?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay, but you borrowed it.
No, yeah, I borrowed it for 2 weeks.
Okay, so right now, what I would do is, if you need to buy a mirrorless camera, you can buy it pre-owned at a good price. The prices have dropped.
The Z9?
Yeah, you could probably, if you know what you're doing, you can probably pick one up for, I mean, here in America, you could probably pick one up for $3,500 used in a good condition.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can I ask you something? Are you one of those people that don't mind buying used, or you have to have new?
So my D3 I bought new, and I love that I'm the only one that has used it. Right?
I'm the only driver of this vehicle.
Yeah, exactly. No, seriously. I think the bond is deeper, right? But the D800 I bought secondhand, and I don't think that this is completely why I haven't bonded with it as much, but I just haven't, but I think that was partly the circumstance as well. I just bought it because I should have another body for weddings, and it wasn't really exciting. Whereas when I bought the D3, it was like, yes, I'm gonna do this as a business. So I mean, with the Z9, I think I wouldn't have much of a choice. I'd have to just get it secondhand. But obviously, yeah, I would prefer new.
No, I get it. I get it. Drew Clark says, I just watching your live episode. I'm enjoying it a lot. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Drew Clark. We appreciate people like you. We appreciate people like Peter. We appreciate people like Matthew and Drunk Wedding Photographer. By the way, his name's David.
Oh, I thought he was calling me a drunk wedding photographer.
No, it's dry. He's cool.
I didn't realize.
But you know what about David? He shoots only film, not only, but mostly film for weddings.
Cool.
So he's
wow.
So let me.
Sorry, I was going to say, on the playback, will everybody be able to see the river when I went outside?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that's good.
So, going back to what we were saying about, you're the first driver of this camera. You bought the D3 new, and you still have it, and wow, all these years later, it's still good. Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. You're the original owner. Do you know how many clicks you have on it?
No, I need to find out. I keep meaning.
It's easy. You just take your JPEG file or whatever file that you take, put it in a computer. Go to the info. I don't know. They're using a Mac or a PC.
Yeah, Mac.
Okay. Go to get info on the image file, and it's right there. Image number.
Really? Is it really? Yeah. Should I do it right now? Oh my goodness.
whatever. You need a
Okay.
file, so you need to just any
Get
file.
info. Right.
Go to
Get
Nikon shutter count. It's all there. You'll see it. She's doing it right now, ladies and
I'm
gentlemen.
doing it right now. I have to know. I can't see the.
What do you have there? Like info? Do you have metadata? It's the
I've
metadata.
got info. Right. Let me get closer a minute. I have info.
She can't wait to find out, guys.
Name and extension, comments, size, no. General, is it under general? No. Exposure time, no.
I'll show you how to do it later. It's easy.
Okay, yeah, because I would really love to know how many pictures I've taken. I'll probably cry when I see it.
No, that thing is good for if you take care of it. My D3X, no, not my D3X, my D4. That's my most used camera. I've had it like you since birth.
Since birth.
Yeah, and that thing is gone. I mean, the rubbers are coming off. That's how much I used it. Like the camera is just like crazy. It's still going, but my D4 has almost almost approaching 1 million clicks. So when that happens, I'm gonna actually do a video because that thing is like that's ceremonial, you know. Like never been to service, never took it in for cleaning.
Wow.
I blow the dust off the sensor sometimes with the little blower, but never in. It's amazing. That's ceremonial. That's like a Toyota truck going like 1 million miles. You know, that's crazy.
That's amazing. Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool. Drew Clark, Darth Prime. How's it going, everyone? I bought my Z9 this past January with less than 11,000 clicks from Japan from a really good price. Yeah, look, I know you said that you kind of want to feel like, you know, good about it and about the purchase. That's fine. But then I also look at the money I'm going to save when I buy it. Like I'd rather put the money that I would have bought new into
a lens.
Glass. Yeah. But then again, it's like peace of mind. You know, you have warranty when you buy new. At least you have 1 year warranty. You're the original owner. So it depends. My Z9 was purchased originally. I'm the original owner. But I bought my ZF used. I bought a lot of cameras used. My D4, I'm the original. D3X, I bought used. I've always wanted the D3X. I just couldn't afford it back in 08 and 09. It was $8,000 back then. So
what was
the D3X?
Okay.
Your camera, but the X version.
Yeah.
There's an S and then there's an X and then there's a regular. The X is 24 megapixel. It's kind of like a studio portrait camera.
Yeah.
But same body as yours. Looks just like your camera. It actually has less ISO, native ISO. Like your camera's better in low light than my D3X. The D3 is better in low light.
I borrowed the D3X once and I preferred the D3.
It depends. I mean, I love the look of the D3X and the D3. They're both great, you know. Peter, this guy's always selling and buying cameras. Manny Ortiz is selling his Z9. Oh, he owned it, huh? That's cool. I wonder how much he wants for it. Recently picked up a like new D200. My original one was purchased new in 2006. Sold it in 2021.
I got D200.
But missed it so much. I had to get another one. Yeah, the D200 is special in a way where it has a 10 megapixel CCD sensor. And that's a little rare to see. That's right before they went to the other type of sensors. But that CCD sensor, yeah, that's cool. D200. Do you have a D200, Claire?
Yeah, I got it converted to infrared.
Oh man,
it's amazing.
Look at you.
Yeah, I love it.
Look at you. That's cool.
It makes summer photography so much fun because it looks like winter wonderland.
That's awesome, man. That's a special camera. Yeah, see, Drunk Wedding, all my gear secondhand except my Nikon F5, which I purchased new. Yeah, we always have that one camera that we purchased new.
Yeah,
baby. Like if you offered $5,000 for my D4 right now, I would not sell it to you. only
Yeah.
because it's been through everything with me. It's been through
That's
the
it.
falls.
You've got
Yeah.
to have that one, like you say, the one that is just where it all started or something. Just it's in your heart. You can't let it
Yeah.
go.
The
Yeah.
like I said, rubbers are falling apart, and maybe if I was offered 10 grand, but I don't think I'd be offered 10 grand.
Yeah.
It's funny that D4 is selling for like $400 right now. That's so sad. Like,
D4s.
the
Really?
D4, D5, no, not the D5. The
Yeah,
D4,
the
I see it.
D5. I'd love to
The
get a
D4 is
D4.
selling for
Hmm.
4 to 5 to 600 used, like high miles.
Wow.
But yeah. Michael Mialov, D850 had 1.8 million on eBay and working. See, look at that. Look at that
We got
stories we're hearing.
a few people watching. I can't see.
Look at that story here. Oh, if you go to your comments, you have a little comments tab there. You can just
Who,
see the
me?
comments. Yeah,
Oh, right. Yeah. Cool.
on the side.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's cool.
So,
Oh, wow.
it was my D200, a D850, but also have a D700 and D752. So Matthew Card is a DSLR guy, just like you are right now, a DSLR gal. But you want the mirrorless. You want that new stuff, huh,
Who,
Claire?
me? Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like, I'm really feeling the itch now, like more than ever, honestly. I love my D3 and this personal, but do you know what? There was an owl, right? There was the
Uh-huh.
most stunning barn owl right outside our boat.
Mhm.
Honestly, it turned up like clockwork every day at 4:30, and it flew up and down this one patch, not that far from where we were moored. And every day, every like afternoon and every morning I'd go for a walk and I saw it. Like this one morning I was just walking along and it was really foggy and misty, and I turned around and this white barn owl just shot out of the mist right in front of me. It was like I could touch it. And I had my D3 and my D800 and my 400mm lens that John sold me, like the really ancient one. But, I loved it for me, for the moment of seeing the owl and being with the owl, and that was really special, and that'll never leave me.
What lens
But
was that you had? That ancient
the
one? What lens is that?
the 400mm Nikon something lens.
It was a four, it was a 400 prime. It was a
No,
fixed 400,
it's shall I get
80 to
it?
400,
Yeah,
80 to
yeah,
400. Yeah.
yeah.
Pretty
So
cool lens. Yeah.
anyway, yeah, it's just I think with me and photography at times, if I'm doing it like wildlife photography, I've seen some absolutely incredible wildlife photography, and I don't really want to go take mediocre wildlife photography. I won't want to share it because I've seen what these cameras can do and the incredible lenses. So as much as I was saying, the owl experience, for example, was really special to me for a moment, and seeing the owl, and luckily I was right by the rushing water of the loch, which meant that it couldn't hear the clunk 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 of the machine gun technique of my D3. But it's those moments that I kind of long for mirrorless.
Yeah, no, I get it. You should look at the Z5 II, like I said, the ZF, which is a retro mirrorless, which is a really cool camera. I could actually see you rocking a ZF. I don't know why.
I did think about that for a while, and
Yeah.
I sort of came to the conclusion, yeah, I really want a ZF, and then I decided that because the Z9 seemed sort of fairly the D3 in terms of where the controls
Yeah.
are, what I like is that I second nature so quickly that then I would be freed up to interpret my scene and connect with my people and do all of that, because it would be second nature. And I decided in the end that if I got the ZF, I'd kind of have to
Learn
be
it.
I'd be learning it, and I'd be distracted by what I was doing to get the set where I wanted them, and I might miss something, you know.
No, I get it. It's just getting used to it. But you're spoiled with
Mm.
the top of the line, so that's probably what you know. The Z8 is nice too. A lot less money, same camera, but without a grip. But
Oh, it's
yeah,
the same camera
CMOS is
but
what
without a grip. Huh.
CMOS is what
Interesting.
I was trying to get at. I couldn't remember that for some reason. I'm so upset, guys. I was supposed to go on at 9 a.m. I got this whole thing prepared, and I couldn't get the audio right, and we had to switch over to StreamYard. But this is so easy. I guess it's worth it. StreamYard is just the way to go.
This is so good, StreamYard.
Yeah,
This
it's just the way to go. This whole other stuff, trying to cut corners, and because I wanted the HD picture, but anyway, your YouTube channel. Talk to us a little bit about that for viewers that don't know who you are. The Claire School Photography channel. What are
Okay,
you
yeah.
doing on there right now? What are you hoping to
So
do in the future? Yeah.
so my channel is in memory of a great friend of mine, John Bigglestone, who was like, he was like Mr. Miyagi to Danielson, in Karate Kid. And he was kind of in his 80s when I was in my 20s, right? But we were just inseparable. He became part of the furniture, and we just went to London together, went everywhere together shooting. I modeled for him. We just had such a great time. So John passed away, I think it was 4 years ago now. I think, I'm not sure, but it's probably longer than that. Anyway, my channel is in memory of John, and what I want to just continue is his message of, like, he helped me to fall in love with light. Yeah. And just bringing through his energy, his passion, his excitement for photography into the channel, because we just used to get so excited. Like, we would be standing there printing like a print of me or a print of a photo that we'd taken or whatever, and we would literally be jumping up and down with excitement as the print came out of the printer, and we just used to bounce off each other, and I miss him so much. And I guess I wanted to do it in his honor, but also what I'm finding is that I'm now attracting people that I can chat to about photography like I did him, which is
That's
really,
cool.
really magic, all in his name. And but more than that, what I want to bring through the channel is this passion for life as well. This kind of photography is a creation, and the creative energy for your mental health, for your spiritual evolution, if you like. Oh wow, thanks. So yeah, so I'm bringing a lot of kind of my life in there as well, maybe too much at times. I'm painting at the moment on my book tour, so I'm sharing everything. I have talked about kit in the past, but I've kind of gone more down, I guess, more of the spiritual route recently. Sometimes I just pick up a book and read like The Power of Now while I'm talking about photography. I'll have The Power of Now and I'm reading that in the background. And so
Yeah.
yeah, I guess that's what it was between John and I as well. He used to ring me up and say to me, he used to call me Kidlet, and he used to say, Kidlet, what's it all about, eh? What is it all about? And and
This video right here
yeah.
is the video I found you. Nikon
Wow.
D3 review 2 years ago, 15,000 views.
Was that 2 years ago? I remember
Yeah.
that. That was the day that I shot Camilla. Oh, that sounded really bad. The Queen Consort.
Yeah.
That's the day I photographed her, and I remember getting back, and because I was, smartly dressed, I thought, oh, I'll do a quick video, and that was the one that took off. That video, because it was Nikon D3 review, so it was obviously a good title. I didn't know that at the time. Some of my content that has more value, in my opinion, where I'm, really connecting to that wisdom, gets less views because the title isn't catchy enough. It's heartbreaking at times.
Yeah.
That's the way it is on YouTube, isn't it?
But that's cool, guys. Like, I like this kind of personal videos that you do, and just it's awesome. It's inspiring, and for
Thank you.
those that don't know Claire Middleton, check her out, like, on YouTube.
Thank you.
Claire's School of Photography. I'll also put the link in the description for the straight. Just click on it and just go to her YouTube channel.
Thanks very much.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
yeah. So, uh, you know, how do you like it so far? The YouTube thing, like 2,000 plus subscribers, you make videos a lot, like almost every day, right?
Yeah, I do it. I probably too much, but it's given me a sense of purpose. It's made me pick up the camera. Honestly, like when John died, I just couldn't pick up my camera. I just couldn't do it. I didn't want to think about him. I didn't want to take a photo without him, you know. And then I started this channel, and it was my dad's idea to sort of you know, to bring through some of the memories of John in the channel. And I thought, yeah, that's such a great idea. And so YouTubing for me has brought me back to the thing that I loved, but given me a reason to do it. Because, you know, my work really dried up when COVID came along.
Yeah.
The college where I taught photography closed down, and, you know, my work disappeared. So YouTube's given me a reason to pick up the camera and inspire people like John inspired me.
Yeah.
And that gives me such a great sense of purpose when I help somebody.
I think our stories are similar, because my channel was launched during COVID too. And, you know, so wanted to just share and help people. And, you know, I like to think of YouTube as like a marathon, not a sprint, you know?
Yeah.
There's ups and downs. There's days where I disappear for a month.
Yeah.
Months that I disappear and people like comment, "Where you been? Are you okay?" And then you miss it. You know, you miss creating content. You miss you miss this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like this. You know, Michael. You know, ZF is wonderful camera. You know, you miss this kind of like.
Yeah.
Thanks, Michael. I bought it when I watched your video, Vahagan. See, there you go. Nikon, take note.
Yeah.
Take note, Nikon, because people buy your stuff because they watch our content.
Yeah.
Man, they don't show us no love. They don't throw no bones anywhere.
What is going on with that, hey? What is going on with
I
that?
don't know.
They see us.
We love them anyway. You know, it's okay. We love
Yeah.
the brand. It's all right.
It's
they're all
fine.
good. They're all good. All the brands are good. Just because we have a favorite brand that we use doesn't mean we hate Canon, we hate Sony. Of course not.
No. If
course
Canon came along and offered no, I'm joking. I won't go
sure,
there.
why
I
not?
won't go there.
Well, you
It's
might
just
like it.
photography. It's photography at the end of the day. It doesn't really matter. I only changed to Nikon because I borrowed John's D3 because I was going to a motorbike race.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, can I borrow your camera?" Borrowed it once. That was it. I bought it instead of central heating. You know.
Yeah. Congratulations, Michael. 2 D700s for 350 CAD. That's cool.
Bargain.
So, yeah, I mean, I think your story is inspiring. I think when I talk to you, I kind of feel calm and it calms me down. And you know, you're like a therapist to me, like, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's cool.
I like the accent, and you know, I like the vibe that you bring, and then some of your videos, like you one video you might make, it's like very conservative, very like with like suit and like, you know, like dressed up, and then all of a sudden I see Claire on a motorcycle with her bikini.
Oh yeah. I know. I have these. I know. I don't know. I've got lots of different aspects of my being, shall we say. I do get a bit naughty sometimes.
Hey man, you know what? That's what it is. You be yourself, you
It's
know.
art. It's not
Be
getting my kit off.
yourself.
It's art.
Like yeah, like when I started, I was like trying to be like someone else. And then I just quickly realized I was gonna be myself. Is if I want to say the F word sometimes in my videos, and because I really upset, I will. But you know, it's kind of hard not to bring up current events in videos just because it affects someone's like our lives so much. But I'm working on that, guys. I guess people don't want to hear it, you know, because there's a lot of politics involved. And this world, especially this country that we live in, my country, we're very divided right now. So I gonna stay away from just talking about all that stuff. So it's gonna be
Yeah.
photography, you know. So
Do you know what? Photography and music energetically is literally the best thing in the world ever, other than sex. Sorry, but it is. And I think that when you did that video and you were drumming away, it was such a beautiful vibe. It was such a great energy. You were just playful.
are you talking about the whole drum on my hand?
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
that one.
amazing.
Okay.
I
And
love
you
that.
did
Absolutely
you
love.
did you see my like because I watched the replay of it and I make this weird face when I'm playing. So you
I
can
didn't
pretty
notice
much
that.
but you can pretty much tell that like I'm having fun. Like that's
Yeah.
just me. That's me right there, right?
I love that. I've
Yeah.
always wanted to photograph you playing the drums, and I can't wait till you come to the UK because we've got a studio in Devizes, right? Get this.
Yeah.
It's black, it's got black walls, a black ceiling, black, I think it's black or grey carpet, and a drum kit. And the first time I walked in there, I thought of you. And I only walked in there because my son was jamming, like he was playing the guitar in there, so he was hiring the studio to use for his music. And I walked in there and I was like, "You've got a black ceiling and black walls. This is perfect." So the guy says to me, "Well, you can hire it for your photography if you like." And I'm manifesting you at the drum kit with me with my lights, your cameras, your lenses.
All right. I'll definitely we'll definitely meet up when I'm over there. You know, never been there, never been to UK. So
Who thinks who
it's
thinks
on my
Vargan
bucket list.
come on my book tour on the boat?
That'd be awesome. That'll be great.
Yeah,
Now
it would be
that'll
so
be
cool to have you. You'd love it.
yeah, that'll be great. What's my take on Nikon and Red? I love it. I love that Nikon bought Red. Red is a cinema company. They, they make cinema cameras and lenses. A lot of professional movies have been recorded on Red cameras, and now Nikon owns the company. So, no, I like it. That's just a plus. But yeah, no, I mean, definitely like I just like having a conversation with you because you're real. You're just there's no fakeness about you. There's no like hidden agendas or
Yeah,
I like to help people like that out, and you help me
appreciate it.
out too. Like you calm my nerves, and today I was
Aw.
like, stupid thing doesn't work. Like I said, 9 o'clock we were supposed to go live, but we went on live at 10. Anyway, the show did go on. I'm happy
Yeah,
we did
I
this.
love that. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, guys, I'm buying a subscription to StreamYard. I guess this is the only way to do it. Because this is I want this show to. Oh, by the way, I want this podcast to grow. Can you say my
Yeah.
podcast name? Focus Bokehs. Do you think it's a funny name?
Focus Pocus. Oh yeah, is it
Well,
Focus
no,
Pocus?
not focus. Like you know what, bokeh. On the lens, the bokeh,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Bokehs.
Focus Pocus. Yeah,
Like
I like
hocus
that.
pocus.
Hocus
Like
Pocus. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I like
focus,
that.
focus.
Yeah, it's fun. It's cool.
It's kind of catchy, right? It's kind of weird, like it's like silly, but it's catchy.
Yeah,
Like, hey, Focus podcast. Like
yeah.
started this thing. I was just
Got
me
a ring to
talking
it.
for like an hour, and it's hard to do this just by yourself. You have to have a
Yeah,
conversation with someone,
yeah,
and
definitely.
things go well, things go better. It's just new ideas, guests.
Yeah,
So I am gonna do this. I'm gonna do this every single live stream that I do every week. By the way, it's 9 o'clock, not 10. We started at 10 because of tech difficulties, like I said. But I want to start bringing in the community, bringing in all
yeah.
these people to talk to us. And Claire, you're also welcome
Thank
anytime.
you. Thank
You're
you.
free at 9 a.m. Just I'll send you
Pop
a
on.
link because we're gonna hang out in here too. We're gonna hang out with a
Yeah,
bunch of people, have conversations. We're gonna want like 5, 6, 10 people on here at the same time.
yeah. That's cool. That's
It'll
really
be
cool. I
fun.
love how you're growing it. Love it.
That it's a new idea because I love how Chuck used to do his live streams and loved that whole community there. And we did that together too. And you were on there briefly for like 5 seconds. That was funny.
Yeah.
And but I kind of wanted to start that off again, because I like the community. So yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to do something. What I'm going to do is I'm going to live stream some of the adventure from the roof of the boat.
You could do it on your iPhone too, right? You could go live on your iPhone. Yeah.
I did do that. So if I do it but mute it, I got this thing. I like painting and dancing, like on the roof of the boat. And just so I was thinking it would be a cool live stream as we're going along, and you can see all the beautiful scenery, me doing a painting, just random stuff. And just because it's just sharing the world with people that can't necessarily travel, or, somebody might have just come home from work and they're chucking dinner in the oven and they can just have it on in the background. And it's like you're there. It's like you're part of something,
Definitely. Like, my vision was what really sparked me to start Bokehs on my channel was one day I was driving to the casino and there was a 1-hour drive. I'm like, I want to listen to some content, but I don't want it to be like political. I don't want it to be news. I don't want it to be crap like that. I want to listen to some photography content, but I want to listen to like a new video, a new audio, something that recently happened by somebody I know, other than the Fro. I know what his thing is, his thing is, whatever. But other than him, I want to listen to something like that. And I couldn't find anything on podcast. I couldn't find anything. I was like, I like talking. Let me start this podcast. So my vision is you photographers out there that are driving on the freeway right now, going to work, coming home from work. You mentioned work and tired, and it reminded me of this.
Yeah.
I want people to log in and listen to me while they're driving. I want people to log in and have this, listen to you as a guest. Get to know you. Get to know us. Get to know the people involved. Get to know the people in the chat that we have. That's my vision of this. It's new. Yeah. This is episode 7. By episode 500, I want this thing to be lively, So it's new right now. And by the way, we're streaming on. It will be streaming on YouTube Music app because it's different when you're driving and you have the YouTube app on, right? You can't turn off the screen, or else it'll turn off the whole thing. You can listen to audio only, but on YouTube Music app you can do that. You can turn off your screen and your phone, have your car the Bluetooth on, like you're listening to Apple Podcasts, whatever. So YouTube Music app, guys, download that. Search Vahagraphy. Vahagraphy. You can search Vahagraphy. You can search Bokehs podcast. It'll come up.
I know what you mean about listening to content, because I love I listen to things like Wayne Dyer, and there's a podcast Mel Robbins does as well. It's really good, like self-development stuff,
Yeah, no, I know that.
Listening to something healthy, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I want to start getting into shape too, because I pretty much, things happened in my life where I got off my working out and I started eating junk food, stress and things like that, and then I gained some weight, but now I want to go back to how I was in 2021. So I listen to health stuff. I listen to eating right. I had a video on my channel, how I lost 100 pounds.
Oh yeah.
And at the time I made that video, I did lose 100 pounds. And that video is that video is like the top, that thing gets so many views. And it's so crazy because now I feel kind of embarrassed. Hey, I gained it back, bro.
Hey, yeah, but I love that. I love that something other than photography was the one that, because people are interested in your life.
People email me all the time or comment on that video. Dude, you inspire me to start my shit, okay,
amazing.
I inspire you, but then it's like a cigarette smoker telling somebody to quit, and inspiring them to quit, but then they're still smoking. You know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
know, but yeah, but it's I know what you mean, but like it's the same for myself. So I love inspiring people with
Yeah.
spirituality, mental
And
health
but you're not
toolkit.
well. But you're not well yourself. No, I'm
I,
kidding.
I,
I'm kidding.
no, seriously, like I really do go through stages where I'm like, oh, do you know what? I'm gonna have a glass of wine. And then I'm like,
I
no,
know.
like, you know, trying to bring myself back and practicing what I preach. But sometimes, or for me, it's like comfort food. If I'm lonely,
Yeah.
stressed, feeling sad, any of the above, I just seem to reach for food like late at night, you know? So
Yeah.
I
No,
know
it's like
exactly what you mean. We're only
it,
human, though, right?
it's
Well,
like psychologists giving you advice about like marital advice, and then they're like fighting every day. Their spouses are going crazy, or an alcoholic, you know, telling you not to drink, and he's like chugging a beer, like, hey, don't drink, man, it's bad for you.
yeah.
Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. But
Oh,
no, it's you know, yeah, doctors, you know, telling you, like, I've seen fat doctors, you know, fat out of shape doctors talking to you
yeah.
about heart health, and well, what about you? You know, like you're not watching what you're eating, you know.
Yeah.
You seen
Yeah.
that, right? Like out of
Yeah.
shape
Yeah.
doctors, like, hey, you're out of shape, but you're giving me health advice. So why don't you
Yeah.
practice what you preach? So anyway, that's how I felt, and that's how I'm feeling. And that's we'll get that done this year. We'll get it done this year. I told my wife, I promised my wife. She gets on me every day. Like she sends me pictures on my phone. Hey, look at this picture. You know, don't you want to look like this? I go, all right, I'll take care of it. You know, but then it's hard, man, because you have all this junk food around me. You have like these burger joints late night.
Yeah. That's my thing is I'm not blaming anybody else, but when my way of not eating junk food is not to have it in the house or the boat. Is just because then when I open the cupboards, if it's not there, I can't eat it, you know? But yeah, like when you live with other people that have junk food around, you see it and you eat it, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, clean out the cupboards, get like swap crisps for cashew nuts. Swap lemonade
I think,
for
I think
something.
I think everyone has their ups and downs in life, but would you trust a skinny cook?
Brilliant.
The food tasted good. Why not? No, but you're right. You know, those guys are not skinny. Um, I'm a wedding photographer and I'm divorced, so that's good. What are you trying to say? Never get married? That's funny. I'm in between checking construction site projects and listening to the live stream. Good stuff, Claire and Vahagan. See, there you go.
Thank
This is an
you.
example of what I want. This is, I'm telling you, I'm inspired now, Claire. You're welcome anytime here. You could come
Oh,
on every week if you want. You know the time.
thank you. Hey,
Um,
maybe so can you mute me? Right, because I just had an idea. If I just
okay.
happen to be like moving the boat, right? But I put on that might disturb you though. Would it disturb? If I was on your thing but live moving the boat, so you just see all the no, that's not a good idea, is it? No.
I don't. We'll do it next time. Well, we're
Yeah,
almost
we'll do
done
it
here
next time.
anyway.
We'll do it another time. Yeah.
We're almost done here
So
anyway.
yeah.
I don't want to keep too much of your time.
So yeah, because
But
how long? It's an hour. Right, I need
I
to
could,
ask you something. Huh?
like I said, I can talk to you for a long time. The hour goes by when you have good conversation, and the
It's
hour
amazing.
went by. We're over 3 minutes.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because that sounded like a long time to find stuff to talk about, but we did.
What are you talking about? I could talk to you for about anything. It's fun.
I really hope we
And
get to meet one day.
and
It's
then
gonna
having
be
these
it's gonna be epic.
and then having these wonderful people in the chat, leaving great comments.
Yeah,
You know, this is what it's all
brilliant.
about. You know, community. You know, people, like, I actually care about my commenters and viewers. I actually care about you guys. Like,
Yeah.
and when somebody asks me a question about like a camera, like I kind of feel like, okay, I'm gonna give this guy advice, but like I kind of hope it works out. When somebody tells me I bought this because of you, my next question is, well, did you like it? Like, I
Yeah.
hope that advice was sound. And then when they come back and say, I loved it, thank you, then there, I did my job,
Oh,
right? So,
yeah,
but
that's
not
amazing.
everything is for everybody. Sometimes I might recommend something to you, but you might have a different experience with it. Like, you might not like it, right? Like, I love a 600 f4. but that 600 f4 is too heavy maybe for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I get sometimes I get a comment and I'll respond to the comment, but then if somebody responds to my response, I don't always see it, and then I worry that people might think I'm ignoring them, but it's like it just gets lost sometimes, doesn't it? Driving
No.
to a good podcast is wow, that's cool.
That's awesome, man.
Cool.
Well, like I said, I had fun. You even answered me to my DMs. That is why I'm loyal.
Oh, yeah, that's really
Like I
cool
said, man, I'm actually I need to get back on IG.
because
I
you
canceled
care.
my IG. Yeah, I canceled my IG because I didn't like the owner. But my Instagram.
Your
I didn't like,
channel's
huh?
Your ch I was just gonna say your channel is really from the heart. That's what that's
Yeah,
why we attract the right people to us. You know what I mean? Because we
I want
mean it.
yeah. I think we need to tap into more people because I think that word of mouth, you guys, if photographers share this because things are only gonna get good. Once a week, Thursdays, 9 a.m. live on Vahagraphy, Bokehs podcast. This was episode 7, Claire. I don't want to
Yeah.
keep you too long. I know you have to
I wanna
go.
ask you one question though,
Yeah,
because
go for it.
it's music related. So have
I
you
ask.
seen
Mhm.
Have you
I'm
seen,
saying
right?
ask me too if you want.
Oh, okay, I'll try and think of another one. Right, have you seen Metallica doing a cover of Funeral for a Friend by Elton John, right? Have you seen it live?
No.
So do you like the song Funeral for a Friend by Elton John?
I probably heard of it. It's not coming
It
to me right now.
it's stunning. It's such a stunning it's like one of my favorite tracks ever. I think they used it on a racing something. You'll probably recognize it. One of my favorite tracks, and Metallica, like one of my favorite bands. And then my dad sent it to me. It was Metallica covering Elton John, Funeral for a Friend, and Elton John is in the audience.
Nice.
So you get to see his reaction to Metallica doing his track. It's amazing. And like what you were saying earlier about like music and good habits for your mental health and good practices, healthy practices. This is one of those YouTube videos, right? That I could get up and I could start the day with that video and it would put me on a high for the day, Sometimes
Yeah.
it's not got to be a self-development thing. It's just got to be like a really banging tune that you love and you're lifted up.
No,
So I love that.
definitely. I
Yeah,
love Metallica.
I'll send you the link if you can't find it. It's super easy to find it.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
Funeral from a Friend, right?
yeah, by
I
Metallica.
probably heard it before, but I'm not recalling the title right now. But
They absolutely nail it as well. It's lush.
yeah, I love Metallica. I grew up on that band.
Yeah, me too. My dad used to play it driving us to karate when we were little.
I'll end with this funny story about Metallica. I was about 25, I would say, 26, and I'm driving in Hollywood, and coming back from a club, there was the Rainbow Bar and Grill, which is a rock and roll joint where all the rockers would hang out, all the wannabes too. But it's a very historical place. Anyway, the bar finished. It's 2 a.m. I'm leaving the club, the bar, and I get into my car and I'm driving down San Vicente Avenue. All of a sudden, this Mercedes pulls up next to me. This guy pulls his window down, and I hear his voice. He goes, "Excuse me, excuse me." I'm like, "Yes." He goes, "Do you know where Robertson Avenue is?" And I'm looking. This guy sounds like somebody I know. So I turn and I look. It's Kirk Hammett from Metallica, the guitar player. Kirk
No
Hammett, yeah.
way.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, these I'm one of my favorite bands, Legend. I'm like shocked right now. I'm actually a little not drunk, but I had some
Wow.
drinks. I'm looking, I go, Kirk, is that you? Like that, and he throws me a pick, Metallica pick in my car. He goes, bro, this is awesome, and we're stopped at the red light, and I'm just like, man, I just met a legend. Like this is
Wow.
awesome, right? But we're in my car. He's in his car. He's a passenger. And I go, okay, sure, bro, just go down. I didn't want to be a jerk because it's 2:30 in the morning and the guy wants to go somewhere and we're stopped in the street. So I'm like, let me just give him directions. So I just go down, make a left, blah, 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 whatever. So that was a cool little story, like I met Kirk
That's
Hammett.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's
So
amazing. Wow.
and I met him on the street. There's one thing to meet your heroes. I don't want to come
Yeah.
off as like a fan because they don't like
Yeah.
that. They just
Yeah,
come off.
like or not
If you treat them
starstruck.
like if you treat them like shit, they'll like you more, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like not shit, but like, hey, move or something, like you're not a fan.
Yeah.
Okay, I can talk to you.
Yeah,
You're not a
don't be
fan. I can
too-
talk to you. Don't ask me for
Yeah.
an autograph. That's just the way it is. But I got
Yeah,
plenty
you
of
gotta
rock
be
and roll
cool.
stories. I got plenty of rock and roll stories. Like I in my high school and my like college days, I hung out in Hollywood. So I met a lot of rock stars back in the
Oh.
day. Like I met people. I partied with these people. I help people move. Like you wouldn't believe these stories that I have, the things I've seen. I just wish my camera was with me, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
wasn't
but then sometimes it sticks in there more,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I talk about that a lot on my channel, and I try not to like. Obviously, I want to inspire people to pick up their camera, but I also want to say know when not to.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, this was great. By the way, Matthew, I remember where you're from, brother. Birmingham, New York. Is it Birmingham? He's from the same town. I don't know if you've ever watched Twilight Zone, Claire.
No, what's it
Like
called?
the black and white TV series Twilight Zone in the 50s. No, you never seen Twilight Zone with Rod Serling?
Oh, I recognize that.
show.
I'll have to look it up.
Binghamton. There it is. Sorry, Binghamton. So he's from the same town that Rod Serling is. Rod Serling is a legend, or the creator of Twilight Zone. I can't believe you never heard of Twilight Zone. No. It was a show back in the 50s, black and white, 60s. They do like a lot of like marathons right now on TV. Very famous.
I will have a look.
Like sci-fi stuff.
Oh,
Anyway.
sci-fi. Yeah, I never really got that into yeah, I remember the X-Files.
Ah, okay.
But
well, he's from the same town. I thought reminded me when I saw his name. All right. Anyway, thank you so much, Claire.
Thank you.
Everybody in the chat. This was a fun episode. Like I said, it's always fun with Claire.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. Claire, check her out on Claire's School of Photography on YouTube. Show her some love, guys. And go ahead and go there. Subscribe, support, give her comments. Let her know that you found her here on Vahagraphy Show. And, let's start a community here, guys. That's what it's all about. I'm also going to be opening up the chat sometimes for people to just join in and hang out and talk photography, We'll do that. But today was kind of a mess. Like I said, next week will be better.
It came good in the end. And do you know what? If it had thank you, Peter. If we'd have been doing it at the time we were supposed to, we wouldn't have seen the sun where it was going down in the water.
Oh yeah. Nice.
So that was a good thing.
No, definitely. Cool. All right, guys.
I'll share this around my end too.
Yeah, definitely. Like, subscribe, share, comment, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your enemies. I'm just kidding. And come on, next Thursday, 9 a.m. start time, live stream right here on Vahagraphy. And we'll see you guys soon. Thank you, Claire.
Thank you.
Anything you want to say before we end it?
Namaste, peace, stay chill, and thank you all. And
rock and roll.
Sending love, rock and roll. Absolutely.
All right, guys. Take it easy, guys. Everybody in the chat, and rock and roll. Stay safe. We'll see you next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. 9 a.m. Bye-bye.